Hi, I'm Matt. I'm the VP of Product and Engineering here at TopLeft with a video about our conditional formatting feature. I'll explain kind of what is that for and then how to set it up. So with conditional formatting, it allows you to change how cards appear on a Kanban board based on certain properties of the cards. The reason you want to do this is because maybe you have a board that has hundreds of tickets on it, and some of them are more special than others, and you want to draw special attention to certain type of ticket. You can do that with the conditional formatting feature. So here's an example where this board mixes help desk tickets and project tickets. The help desk tickets have just the normal white background, but the project ones have a blue background. They also have this custom label. You can write whatever you want in the label. We've also highlighted emergency priority tickets here with this red outline. And one particular company, this company here, gets this purple corner, which is called a ribbon, and a custom icon. So we've highlighted those tickets in those ways. Okay, so how do you go and set this up? If you're an administrator, you can click the gear in the main menu here, click Conditional Formatting. You'll see the list of your formats here. You can edit them. If you've never used this before, you won't see anything here, but you can just click Add Format. Then you can give it a name and select the type of view that this applies to. I'm actually going to edit the existing one here. So you can see how this is all set up. A format, and you can have any number of formats that you want. You'll associate the formats with the views. That'll be the last step that I'll show you in a moment. Formats they have rules, and they can have any number of rules. So you can, like all those three special formats that I just mentioned, those are set up with the three rules here. And a rule has a condition and then a style, that basically the properties that of the styles of the visual representation that get changed. So as far as the conditions go, that's what matches the properties of the tickets. You're saying these are the types of tickets that I want to match here. So as an example, I said the blue background, we apply those on the project tickets. So I've used our editor here to say ticket type, when the ticket type equals project ticket, then we're going to apply certain styles. And so those styles in particular here are a blue background and the yellow label that just says custom labels in our case. So fairly straightforward. Now you might recognize this query builder here. This is the same query builder that we use to filter the records in the first place on the views. So anything that you can use there, you can use here. So it's actually quite powerful. You can use Boolean logic as well. You can probably do just about anything you want here, matching certain types of tickets. If you can't, let us know. And there could be a sort of filter or field that we can add so that you can do that. Going down to see the next rules, when the priority is priority 1 emergency response, then we give it the red outline. And I had mentioned that the one particular special company got this purple ribbon. So that's the ribbon option with the color. And I can choose one of these icons. I can also set a tooltip here so that when your users maybe hover over that icon, they'll see a message that you can help them clue in. Okay, why is this company special? Or do they get some sort of special handling or whatever? Just a little bit of a clue there for them. So you can also do the left bar color that just overrides the left corner, the left side of the card. You can, I mentioned the labels, and suppressing the label. What that does is if a certain label would show up on a card, you can just remove it to prevent that from showing up. You might use that, for example, if you have a completed column, and when it's in the completed column, you don't want to see the due date anymore. Just to save a little bit of space, you can list due date there, and it won't show that but only when it's in the one column. So it's fairly powerful there. It could be that you have a ticket matches multiple of these rules, and maybe those rules override the same property here. Maybe it matches the top two rules, and they both override the background color. When that's the case, the topmost rule will apply. It'll get the background color from the highest, the top rule that record matches. Okay, so that's basically how a format works. Now, if you go and create your format, it won't do anything yet. You have to say that the view uses that format, because you might have a lot of different views and you want them to use different formats. So if I go back to my view here, I'll edit it under board and then click edit this view. And I want to change this field here. I need to specify under conditional formatting which of the formats I want to use. So it's easy enough. When I do this, it will apply it here to every column on the Kanban board. It is possible that I want to use a different format for certain columns. Like, for example, maybe I've set up a rule that highlights the ticket when it has no budget set, because in our team we have a rule that a ticket has to have a budget. But that doesn't always apply. That only applies, when someone's working on it already, when it's in triage or when it's in the completed column. We don't care about the budget, so we don't need to highlight that. What I can do then is under the workflow tab, I can go to the column where I want to use a different format, and I can just say this conditional formatting. I just select a different one than is used on the view. And that's how I would have a column that uses a different format than the rest of the columns. Okay, pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, let us know at help@topleft.team, and hope that helps your team.